Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing Hachsek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 51, and we are in the chapter of Achilu Shasiya, eating and drinking. And he writes, V'tzarech lizahir, a person must be careful. Lo yimar divrei Torah al shulchan, he must say words of Torah at the table that he's eating on. V'lo yavor mikroi mishnah, do not allow a meal to pass where you don't at least say a pasuk or you say some mishnayos. When you're with other people, if you're a smart person, you know how to learn. Your mouth should move with the words of Torah to be mezakah, to make yourself and the others that are there meritorious. If you're not so wise in the world of learning, or you don't have anything in mind right now, at least learn one of the mishnayos that you know about Peh, that you know that you're aware of, and you could recite easily. For example, Kol Yisrael Yesh Lam Chelik L'Olam Haba, or Rabbi Chananya Ben Akash Omer, V'Kedoyim Simli V'Chol Amar B'Har Zeh Meshubach. Anyone who adds to the words of Torah at their suda, at their meal, they are praiseworthy. Once that the Zohar tells us how important, how much praise and glory reaches, how much praise is to the one that remembers the Beis HaMikdash on his table, and he feels pain and he worries over the loss. So, says the Pele Yoetz, is telling us one of his customs, that since we find two things: number one, you should always have Divrei Torah at your table, and number two, there's an idea to remind oneself of the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash while they're eating, so we don't get too frivolous and we don't get too carried away in our eating and our indulgence over here, because there's no Beis HaMikdash. How could we be overexcited and keep packing it away? So he says, my custom was to say over the following brisa, the following words of Chazal, to fulfill both obligations. Tanya Omer Rabbi Yosi Pamachas Ayisi Malach V'derech. I was once going along the way, V'nichnasti L'chor V'achas Mechor V'Yishalayim, and I went into one of the destroyed areas from the times of Yerushalayim, the Yispala to Dovid, and a whole mice over there in the Gemara. Tanya, it says, Rabbi Elazar Omer, Shalosh Mishmaros Havilayda, there's 3 guardians in the night, and speaks over there also about the pain that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in, that the Beis HaMikdash is destroyed. Yehuda ben Tema Omer, Yehuda ben Tema says, and it speaks about Yibani Beis HaMikdash, that ultimately Hashem should rebuild the Beis HaMikdash. Ubeshabes ani raga loimar mishnas Yehuda ben Tema umeimras Amar Rabbi Yochanan mishum Rabbi Yosi. And I also say over this that it says that in the name of Rabbi Yosi, anyone who enjoys the Shabbos, they will receive a nachal, an inheritance, without any boundaries. Everything goes after the kavanah, the intention of your heart. Atzivusa, at the time that we should be sad, you speak about sad things, meaning when it's time to remember the Beis HaMikdash, speak about that. It'll be Idin Chedva, in the time of happiness, Shabbos and the like. We don't want to be down in the dumps, so we want to be besimcha, with joy. And even at a regular student, we can't just sit and mope around over the fact that there's no Beis HaMikdash. Make sure that you say Divrei Torah that's going to be inspiring, that's going to be elevating, going to bring simcha to the meal. Va'ish asher yirchiv Hashem es gvuloi, someone that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has blessed with extra wealth. What a great idea if he will take part of his meal and give it he'll give it to a poor person who's lacking basic food. The gifts that a person gives will increase his life in this world and the world to come. So if you have extra money and you could afford to feed the ani, to the poor person, feed them as well. What a wonderful idea would be to raise orphans in your own home, Your righteousness will stand forever. Because by every meal, you're doing chesed. Not only your own children, you're giving sustenance to a young boy and a girl, even as they get older. They were orphaned, and therefore you're taking care of them. Every suda that you have is a suda of chesed. Yasher kotzer yoda. If you only have a little bit of money, you don't have so much. Have in mind that you're doing chesed with your money and your food by feeding the people of your home, your children and your wife. That's also called tzedakah, charity, chesed, all the time. I feed my children, I feed my wife, I feed myself. I'm taking care of things. That's also chesed. Ub'Shabbos v'Yom Tov, and on Shabbos and Yom Tov, it is fitting that everybody sings by the Shabbos table, by the Yom Tov table. Yiten koilo, give your voice, project your voice. Lechabed es koino, to give honor to your Creator. Mechina shechananoi, you should give Him from the grace that HaKadosh Baruch has given to you. Use your voice to sing the praises and the glory of Hashem. All the best.